As a child, I had a very active imagination and I developed a strong passion for drawing everything I had in mind. Of course, they weren't perfect nor very appealing, but the fact that I could make my ideas a reality gave me a great sense of accomplishment. When dealing with stress and anxiety from school or even depression from a bad day, I was able to discharge all my emotions with simply a pen and paper. I have always admired Albert Einstein, even though back then I did not quite understand what he did. All I know is that I have always loved to create stuff, make ideas a living reflection of my imagination. Nowadays, when I see kids and adolescents playing with their phones or tablets, I notice their eyes do not reflect the same lively passion for the unknown, and I wonder what changed. I realized that all the stuff I was able to create were possible due to one strong state of mind: boredom. Now I see that as a child my mind was constantly thinking and visualizing complex thoughts. Now I understand that by finding myself in situations where my mind wasn't blank and completely empty from distractions, or when I simply had nothing else to do, helped me shape my personality and current intellect as an adult. This magnificent state of boredom in children and adolescents is completely being taken away by all these devices we all have accepted as unreplaceable parts of our lives. The sense of creativity and active imagination quickly diminishes when you occupy and replace simple emotions and idle steps of life with entertainment. The simple and yet complex state of boredom our brains enter is something neuroscientists name as the default mode network. What occurs when we enter this default mode? This network ignites our most original thinking. In other words, is when you do your best problem solving, and moreover, this is when we do something called autobiographical planning, which consists in looking back at our past life events and evaluating every single step we have taken so far and question the decisions that had put us right where we currently are. By being able to accomplish such analytical process, we are capable of discovering where to go from there. This process is essential since it allows us to set goals and then we figure out the necessary steps we must take in order to reach those goals. This is why with modern day habits, it is so complex for people to initiate this simple step. We surround ourselves with distractions, thus avoiding the state of boredom. Needless to say, avoiding this process as a child can lead to further complications. Often in this state is where kids ask self-discovery questions and try their best to see themselves in the future as what they would like to become. This is a big part of the reason why we encounter so many young adults that do not find their place and have no idea what to do with their lives. As I previously mentioned, most people grow up neglecting the ability to evaluate and do a deeper thinking about who they are, what they want to become, and perhaps changes they need to make. To address this issue, we must learn how to schedule our day. We must choose a specific time during our day and just completely let go of distractions. Turn the world off and spend 20 to 30 minutes thinking and writing ideas that may help you change and correct your current situation.